Hey everybody, it's Royal Syrup Gamer. I'm back with another Super Sweet Sunday video, and about 6 months ago I did Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES, and now I'm decided to do Super Punch-Out for the SNES. If you notice that my camera angle is a little bit different, it's because the Punch-Out games require really good timing, and so I need to be on the actual TV that the game is projected on and not like a slower... There's like some frame rate issue, not frame rate issues, some lag if I play this on my actual computer screen, so I have to play it on a different monitor, which is why it's offset today. So this game is different, but also similar to the original Punch-Out. The first thing is that there are circuits. You can go back and play circuits. There are 4 boxers per circuit. In the old game, the circuits kind of varied. I haven't played this game in years, but Gabby J is the original guy, kind of like Last Joe. In this game, it was very important to, or in the first game, it's very important to switch hands when you punch. In this game, usually you can get by with just using your left. So the Y button is your left jab, and then your right jab is B. That was bad. And then A, if you hold it, is your super punch, and I just missed there. And then at certain points throughout the match, your boxing gloves will start glowing and you throw punches faster. So that's why those punches were a little bit faster. So that's a little bit of a difference. So you can see how much faster my guy's throwing punches this time. And it wears off after a few seconds. You can also, when you throw super punches, you can hit A quickly to throw like super jabs, I guess. I'll show you later on that, how that is. So in this case, also super punches are built up by not getting punched, and you just land a series of punches and you build it up that way. So watch out, I'm a killer, I'm a bear hugger. So you punch him and then you duck for his overhead and just punch him in the face. And here in a second you'll see what I mean. So it's full. If I tap A instead, I do a bunch of uppercut jabs instead. And you don't have to like hit them first like in the old game to knock them out. Or you can just hit like one strong hit and knock them down. So I know I had so many problems with Gabby J because he's real easy. He's not the fastest in the game. Like you can actually defeat someone faster than Gabby J. But I think the first guy in the second circuit you can defeat faster than Gabby J, but I don't remember actually. So some other things that are different about this game is instead of having 3 3-minute rounds, it's 1 3-minute round. So you have to either usually knock the people down 3 times, and if you don't, then you just lose. You can also get like high score times, I guess. That guy always reminded me of Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I don't know why. I can't remember his real name, but he always reminded me of him. With the little tiny, like, pencil mustache. So, like, sometimes the computer's, like, real bad at, like, dodging. And so you can just, like, lay into him for a while. Some computers, it's better to hit them in the stomach, and you get better for your special punches. It's better to hit them in the stomach because you get more energy knocked out of them if you hit them in the stomach. And then some, that's not good. And then sometimes it's better to hit them in the face. So this guy, it's better to hit him in the stomach than the face. It takes out more. Also, you see I lost a little bit of life. If you mash A, B, X, and Y really fast, you gain back your life. And that's that. Your guy is a lot better than Little Mac from the original Punch-Out. Like, this guy actually has some strength. It's more about learning patterns when you get higher to higher people. I don't know who this Don is. He's not someone that I know that's got all these records. So here's the first repeat guy from the old game, Bald Bull. I don't know if it's a face or a body shot that takes out more. It looks like about the same. You can counter in this game just like in the old games, but I just don't know when to counter, like when the good times to counter are, so I don't try to like set any records. I think this game is a little bit easier than the original one until you get to the last circuit. Oops. See how my guy's gloves are lighting up. There you go. So at 30 seconds he does his bull charge again just like before in the old game, so that's pretty good throwback. He does pretty much the same moves. Whoops. There you go. So there's 3 knockdowns. He's actually pretty easy in this game. The second version of him is pretty tough in the original one, but this one's not too bad. So that's the end of the first circuit. You get a score, and then it'll say like, oh, if you did the best. Like that's the second best time for Bald Bull. My friend Aaron from, oh man, that must have been summer 2009 is in first. And then he also had the highest score for the whole circuit, so. And then you're allowed to play the next circuit after that. Tells you all of your times, your rankings and stuff like that, how well you did. But I'm just interested in getting the highest score. I mean, getting through one. I think Bob Charlie, you can knock him out the fastest. It's either him or that Piston Hurricane. This guy's from Jamaica. Later in the game, it matters. After they throw punches, it matters which. Oh yeah, he's a face guy. You want to hit him in the face. See how much difference it was. Later in the game, it matters which. After they throw a punch, it matters which hand you counter with, because sometimes you'll whiff if you hit with the wrong hand. To get myself reacclimated with the with the control scheme, I played the next to last fighter in the game, and there are quite a few times where if you throw the wrong punch, you just won't land it at all. Oh, there's not very much left. Oh, this is the one where he has like this weird like. Oh, I hit him before he did it. There you go. He does this like weird windmill punch, but I think they tried to make this game a little bit more accessible, because the Wii Punch-Out I've not beaten. It's a little bit harder in my opinion, but I always had a little problem with. I never really had a lot of problems with this game until the very final circuit. So this guy uses kicks, which is kind of weird. He also can heal. So the combo is 2-2, dodge, 4, dodge. I can't remember if it's a face punch or a gut punch that's better. I think it's the gut punch. That's one knockdown there. When I was a kid, I always thought he said hula hoop when he got knocked down. So you have to hit him at the right time if you do that, because that's when he, well, I did not duck fast enough. When he does the thing where he like disappears, that's when you need to punch him so he doesn't heal. Oh, he tricked me there. All right, second knockdown. But they added a duck in this game, and so you press down to duck. And I just did not duck fast enough. Alright, and that is Dragon Chan. A lot of these fights are really quick, because it's 3 minutes of real time. Sometimes when they do their special moves, they stop the clock, but More or less. I feel like this game was Nintendo Power was really big about like beating times in this game. They like said, "Oh, can you beat our times?" So I like Mask Muscle a lot. It's like a lucha libre guy, but he's 240 pounds and he cheats a lot. But I like him as a guy. See, so if you hit with the, I'll show you when he does it next time. If you hit with the, this is the first time if you hit with the wrong hand when he does that like that kind of like swinging hook, you won't be able to punch him. And if you can't throw punches if he spits in your eye. So if you hit with the right there, if you hit with the right hand, if you throw a punch with the right hand, it'll just completely miss. But of course, I've played this game enough to have like knowing that it's hard to throw with the wrong hand. Let's see if I can do it next time it happens. Nope, I tried, but I threw it with the right hand again. I don't know why. I used to rent this game all the time. Oh, I got a two knockdown knockout. That's cool. I didn't even know you could do that with this guy. I used to rent this game all the time because I would always get to the... Like, you can sometimes have problems with Masked Muscle if you don't know what's coming. You can have problems with Mad Clown, who's coming up in the next circuit. But so here's the second callback to the original game, Mr. Sandman, who was the third from the last guy. Had your good night kiss because I'm about to put you down for the night. Oh, I don't know if I want a good night kiss from Mr. Sandman. He doesn't guard his face like he does in the old game. Sometimes if you do that, you get an extra hit in. Sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. There we go, that's good. So, he's a good one to use the really quick jabs against because he gets really tired. But he'll get back up. I think you have to knock him down 3 times no matter what. There we go, that's the second knockdown. I feel like this is a pretty good time. He'll probably have a lot of health when he gets up this time, though. Yeah. Oh, wasn't expecting that. That's a move from the original game as well, that, all those jabs. This should be it, though. Whew, I was doing really well, and then he came back. Macho Man does the same thing. He has, like, pretty easy to knock down twice, but then the third time you try to knock him down, it's kind of rough. But I did get knocked down once that time by Dragon Chan, so I'm not going to have as many points as I should. Let's see what. 5th place. And score 4th place. I know I can do better than both of those. If I didn't get knocked down by Dragon Chan, I would have had another 10,000, and that would have put me in 2nd. So I just didn't duck at the right time. All right, that's the second section clear. Now we go to World Circuit. So here's Aaron Ryan from Ireland. He's supposed to be like a tough guy. I don't really remember his moves. I think he just gets angry a lot. Oop. Dodged too soon that time. Oh yeah, he's the guy that grabs you. Uses some cheating too. Tough Irish guy. Oh yeah, you need to, I always use punches on him. Whoops. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So if you just hold, if you press up on the control pad, it guards your face. If you don't press anything, it guards your stomach. And if you press down, it blocks. Alright, there's one knockdown. I forgot all about this guy. I didn't remember really any of his moves when he popped up. Sometimes you can be... There you go. You can get him perfect when he tries to grab you, and then you can just continue. He'll just keep grabbing you every time you super punch him, and if you time it right, then he can never hit you again. There he goes. Man, I had problems with him at the very beginning. His hairstyle would be like popular today. He's got like the buzz sides and the slick back. It was alright. It wasn't great. I always thought that this was a girl, but be gentle with me, hoo. I always thought this was a girl, but then there's no shirt, so it's got to be a guy. Sometimes you got to feel the people out. See, I have to throw a left hook there. I just always throw punches during that, because sometimes if you hit... There, see, you can stop the Mirage Dance from happening. But the punches, the super punches don't really do much, it looks like, to him. Let's see if I can mess one up. Oh, the hair whip. See right there, I hit with my right hand and it didn't hit. Whoops. Tried to go with a knockout, didn't work. I didn't even know that I could dodge that. Usually you get hit by that 4 combo hook. Alright, let's finish. I keep getting ready to call him a her, but... Alright, get some good punches here. That's it right there. So, as you can see, they've got some different moves, but if you play enough, you'll start to see like the combos and when they come up and stuff. Some stuff I just always get hit with, but I actually got out of the way of that 4 hook combo or whatever. So Mad Clown, I had a friend that played this a lot with me when we were in high school, and he always got stuck on Mad Clown. He could beat people after Mad Clown, but if you hit Mad Clown in the stomach, it doesn't work. And Mad Clown has a really, after you punch knock Mad Clown out twice, he goes into this, like, I don't know, it's called like party mode or something like that. He also does the overhead thing, just like Bear Hugger. He throws that back elbow, which is kind of weird. You saw him throw that like punch and then back elbow where you have to dodge and then duck. So he can, and he takes out a lot when he hits you, probably because he's so big. Sometimes he dares you to hit him in the stomach as well. I don't know if he'll do that because I'm playing pretty well. So after this, he starts really going after you, and this is where my friend would always be like perfect like I am until this last part. Showtime, that's what it's called. But I dodged that first one. He didn't have very much health that time for whatever reason, but that Showtime can really be tough if you don't dodge really quick at the beginning. I actually got a perfect against him. That's awesome. I didn't know. I don't know if that's like as good as you can do. Nope, obviously not, because there's a couple higher scores. But here's Macho Man, third one from the original game. Make sure to stay clear while I pose for my fans. He may be jacked, but he kind of looks like Bob Barker from way back in the day. But he's not tough. He doesn't really give you very many openings, so you just kind of have to go with the patterns. I don't know how to block Exercise Program B. I'll just get hit a lot. He still does his spinning punch from the first game. C is easy because he just throws those really big uppercuts. Just like from the first game, he's got that wild swing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I used some super jabs to the stomach. Worked out pretty well. that time. I was get hit by A too, but yeah, I think you can block A. And you never know in this game how many times he's going to swing. The old game, I think it was somewhere between 3 and 7, but sometimes in this game he just keeps going. Sometimes he goes into an exercise routine as well after after you knock him down twice, but he hasn't done that to me yet. There we go, just block it. One more set. Oh, I thought he was going to go with the old roundhouse punch, but I guess not. So that's the third circuit. I've only been knocked down once on that automatic knockdown. So should be the hard ones are definitely coming up. Not very good scores that time. But you can see this game, especially because I'm playing on my regular monitor this time, this game seems to be easier once you know how to fight. Narcissus Prince. I will not let you touch my beautiful, beautiful face. He gets so mad if you punch him in the face, so you have to punch him in the body for the most of the time. It's also weird that he's wearing like a vest. Like you can punch him in the stomach all you want, and he'll just like be happy to let you punch him in the stomach, and then he'll throw like a, I can't remember what it is, but he'll eventually throw something that's like a big, oh, right there. And then he gets really mad, and then you can hit him wherever you want. And the super punches like really hurt his face a lot. So you just got to be patient with him. Don't worry about punching him in his face until you can. He's not that hard. I think Ryan from the last one is probably harder. See, you just can't punch him in the face. You just gotta wait it out. Oops, missed that. Oh, all right. Wasn't expecting that. Barrage of punches really got to me, didn't it? Get a little bit of health back. And then he gets himself under composure, and he's like, "Oh no, I've got that pretty face again." There we go. Better to block. If you go too long, he'll get his composure, and then he'll go back into his regular routine where you have to hit him in the stomach a bunch. So I think that Ryan is a little bit tougher because when he grabs you, he has some weird stuff going on. I just had a bad few seconds with him. So the next guy, never forget Hoy Quarlo. He always beat me when I was a kid. He's got this, like, I don't know, this staff or cane or I don't know what it is, but I always had problems with him. Also, you do have to, with him, you have to switch hands. And you have to know when he does the kick, you have to hit to the side that the kick is on. And you have to make sure, that, because he dodges, when you hit him to one side, there you go. When he goes to the right side, you have to like make sure that you use your super punch when he's on the right side, not the left side. So when I was a kid, I would always struggle against him. It took me forever to beat him. And then the guy after him, I didn't have any problem with. There's a kind of a... There we go. If you can... oh, he's going to hit me there. One of the problems I think I had with as a kid was being able to keep my super punches up, because super punches to his face do a lot of damage, but they, if you get hit, you lose them. So it was just really hard for me as a kid to keep the super punch. Like right there, it's just really hard to dodge that, because he throws them so fast, and I got hit again. But I'm playing fine. There we go, get that super punch built back up. It is what it is. I got hit a bunch, but I still knocked him down. So now we're going to go on to... But I always had so many problems with him as a kid. I would just get busted up. But so far, so good. That time was not good, though. So here's the first of the two brothers, Rick and Nick Bruiser. They're the last two guys. They're like the bosses. I definitely could still lose, but I've definitely lost to Nick. Rick is not too bad as long as you kind of know what's going on. You just got to dodge a lot, even when you don't think you have to dodge. Like right there, you probably don't think you have to dodge. I just went to the wrong side that time. You can get some extra punches on him. You have to hit him in the stomach with the opposite hand that time. You always dodge the opposite way of whatever you do. So if you hit him with the left, you have to dodge to the right. If he catches your hand, sometimes you have to like dodge. You have to dodge that twice because he hits you with that elbow. It's an automatic knockdown. You have to dodge that really late. If you dodge it on time, if you dodge it too late, the elbow hits you and it's a one-hit knockout. If you dodge too late or too early, then the uppercut hits you. So you just got to be very careful with him. He's not super hard. You gotta kind of know what to expect with him. Sometimes you can't like get a special punch knockout. You just got to hit him with some jabs. But if you play enough against him, if you struggle with Rick, like once you learn like always use the same hand when you can, so then you're always dodging to the left. He's not hard at all. Just know like when to dodge that that elbow and then the uppercut. You are pretty good. Now Nick Bruiser, the next guy, I've run out of time trying to beat him before. That's a really good time. Ham? All right. Nick Bruiser doesn't even talk. We'll see if I can beat him. He is tough, but I've been playing pretty well. If he throws a low punch, you throw a low punch. If he throws a high punch, you have to throw a high punch to get it started. 1, 2, and he goes back and forth. The special punches don't really hurt him very much. Whoops, well, that was bad. Pretty much always get hit by that. I think you have to dodge and then duck twice. He also, oops. He does a lot of stuff, as you can see. Eventually gets very hard to hit him with a special punch. Oh, there you go. Get a knockout with, or a knockdown with a jab. He also recovers a lot of health. That was good. There we go. That's it. Just block these until he gets tired. Well, I got hit with that uppercut. That's real bad. That uppercut's a one-hit knockout as well. That's where you have to stop. If you hit him after that point, usually you can... Whoops. Alright. Nope. There we go. Usually when he does those jabs and then the uppercuts, if you dodge the uppercuts, then you can hit him and he'll stop doing the jabs. Sometimes he won't stop, he'll go back to the jabs again, and sometimes he will stop. Oh, he goes down first. So nervous about getting hit with that uppercut. That was weird and good. There we go. Oh, okay. So he caught my hand, and now I can't hit with my left hand for a little bit. go. Now I can again. It's getting down to the wire. Oh, I got knocked down again. Alright, I gotta get that much out of him in the last 221. Should be able to do it. Nope. There we go. Whew. So he caught my left hand, so you have to dodge to the right to not get your hand crushed. And then you can, if you dodge correctly, you can punch back, just like with his brother. But his are a little tougher because you don't know when he's going to catch it. With Rick, it's pretty apparent. So that was not good, but I'll take it. Just being able to beat the game is fine with me. Because I haven't played it probably in, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years. But the Rick one, that was a good fight. Nixall was harder, so. Anyway, that was my Super Sweet Sunday video for Super Punch-Out! And I will put the link in the description, and at the end of this, I will put in the after screen, or whatever you want to call it, the end screen and stuff like that. I'll put the link as well. So I'll let you finish watching this, and I will see you next week for another Super Sweet Sunday. Thanks as always for tuning in and supporting me. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching Royal Syrup Gamer. We'll see you next time.